playing it, the new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me?
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third down, 1 yard to go. He's dropping back to throw. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Jordan Stout's headed out to punt it away on 4. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19. 70 range, 70 range. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Buffalo 18. Check go.
From the 27. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. A.J. Terrell making that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Go! Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
2nd and 4. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. Go!
Throwing now on first down. Cut for big yards on the right side. He does it. Touchdown! The Saints drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Robinson. In the middle holes. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hey! Let's go now.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Pass play now. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dropping back to throw. Finds his target, Robinson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Robinson, a first down and more. And he has it all the way down to the 8. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. 7-0 is our score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Robinson. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for second and goal. They'll try and throw it here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Motioning left is Olave. Throwing on 2nd and 13. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell him to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 Bobcats, 19, Pioneer.
From the 36. Throw right side, cut by Olave. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's a throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10 now. Pitts brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Running left is Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play coming here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's getting a call for the 2nd time this game. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Let's go. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come 19. 70 Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Setting up a throw. Finds him over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Running back, motioning right. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
From the 30 on 2nd down. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. It's a pickup of 8, and that brings up 3rd and 6.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
To the air, 3rd and long. To the outside, and complete to Olave. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons' 6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He lets a heater go deep middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Let's go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Ready up.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Okay, ready?
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Motioning the tight end left.
Ready, ready.
3rd and long for him here. The back's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Saints make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints stretch their lead to 21. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They motion the tight end over. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Falcons have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Play action on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Bronco.
From the 47. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Right.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Here he is on third and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. Looking to the air here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Tight end going in motion here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far, but now 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mindset as well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
You don't get this complete to Pitts. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints continue piling onto this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Putting a receiver in motion. On target to his man, Polk. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons putting up points in a game decided. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Ready.
They bring their tight end left.
Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Hauled in left side. Rolling into enemy territory. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll throw on first. He's got it near the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He finds him right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
It's the 2-minute warning from Rio. Saints moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season.
Buffalo 18.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Catch is made in close. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw this one. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Go.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set, go.
Robinson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Come, my team. Come, my team.
Back to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So it's a win for the Saints.